Hi everybody, I'm Dale Fredericks. I'd like to welcome you back to our series on colt starting. Today we're going to talk about cinching and saddling. And we've already got our colt used to things moving around him, and he's used to a saddle pad. So we'll just go ahead and put this saddle pad on him. Now we're going to introduce something new. And what I've got here is a rodeo bareback rigging. You can use a surcingle or a bareback pad, or just something that's light but has a cinch on it. And I'm going to introduce this to him. And be careful just be aware when you slide this cinch down that they might react to it. He should be okay because we've already exposed him to that kind of thing with our flag. And at first I'm going to get the cinch. And I'm going to have a short enough hold on my lead here that I can stop him if he starts to move. I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on it and then let it go. A little pressure and let it go. And you can start doing this when they're yearlings. You can, like when you're brushing them or something, just kind of let them get used to having something around their middle. Now we're going to go ahead and start cinching it up a little bit. And just always have a short enough hold on your lead rope that you can stop them. And be ready to, if they would happen to jump or something, just try to buck, you can push them back with your, on the shoulder here. Keep yourself away from them. The reason I like to start with this is because it's light. It's easy to handle. You know, with a double rig saddle, you got a lot of stuff to worry about, and it's a lot heavier. So we're just going to start with this. And just be aware of what our colt's doing, how he's acting. Now once I got it tight enough where it's going to stay on, I'm going to go ahead and start moving them. Because a lot of times they'll be fine when they're standing here, but as soon as you start moving them, they might react. So I'm going to get my lunge whip ready here. And again, don't get in front of them when you take these first steps. I'm just going to take them a couple of steps, then I'm going to stop him. Because I want him to know, he might be thinking about that pressure on his belly, but I want him to know that I can stop him. Take a couple more steps, stop him. Now of course he's real calm because he's had this done before, but the first few times you want to just pay attention. Stop him again. And I'm going to get him along the fence here. We've already taught him to lunge, so now we're just adding the cinch around his middle. I'm going to get him started, and I'm going to stop him. I'm going to stop him often at first. Just let him take a few steps. And if he would start to try to buck, I would jerk on the halter rope and growl at him and shut him down, because I feel like if you let him buck, it can become a habit. So I try to discourage it right from the start. We're letting him take a few more steps and stop him again. And again. And if he's kind of lazy about it, we might whap him on the nose a few times. I'm going to get him over here against the fence. And once they're going, once they're going good at a walk, you can step it up to a trot. And it doesn't have to all be in the same day, just depending on how your horse is acting. You might want to take a few days to do this. And then I'm going to stop them right away. Ooh. Let them know that I can stop them at the faster speeds also. Ooh. Once he's going good at a trot, we can kick him up to a canter. Easy. Ooh. And at first I would have shut him down quicker. I would have stopped him quicker after just a few strides of the lope, probably. Unless he was going good, I might just kind of play it by ear. But if they get to acting all crazy and wild, you know, just shut them down. Ooh. I'm gonna back him up a few steps here, just for fun. Alright, so we got him going good with the bareback rigging on him. Now we're going to graduate to the saddle. And of course you want to do this, like always, going in both directions. For time's sake, we're just showing you in one direction, but you always want to do everything both ways. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put the saddle on. We'll let him check it out. Make sure I got a fairly short hold of my lead rope. And I'm real careful not to bang the stirrups on him or anything when I put it on. You don't want it to be an unpleasant experience the first time. Usually the first few times I saddle him, I'm going to use just a saddle with one cinch on it, without the flank cinch. It's a little bit easier to handle. You don't have quite so much stuff to worry about. And also it's another area of pressure, so with a single rig saddle you just worry about the front at first, and then we'll add the flank cinch later. So I come around here to this side, make sure everything's straightened out. And again, I'm always paying attention to my horse, seeing how he's acting. And since I like to hobble train my horses, a lot of times I'll do this with a three-way hobble on them. Not the first time that I saddle them, but after they're kind of a little bit used to it, so it helps them to learn not to fidget around and stuff. Alright, so once I got them cinched in front, I'm going to introduce them to the flank pressure. So I'm going to get the flank cinch and do the same thing like we did with the front one. Just apply some pressure and then let it go. Apply a little bit stronger pressure and then relax it. And when it seems like he's good with it, we just go ahead and lunge him like we did with the bareback rigging. Right now I've got the flank a little bit loose, but you want to get him used to lunging with it snug too. Because you don't want to get caught by surprise someday when you're out riding. Now once we got him saddled, we just repeat the process. Just go ahead and lunge him. And again, at first, stop him often. And work at a slow speed at first, and then gradually work up to faster speeds. I think that's it for now. We sure would like to thank you all for watching. and we'll see you next time. Bye.